Hello, today I will explain you the application of Biot-Savart law. The Biot-Savart law already discussed in the previous video. The Biot-Savart law used to find the magnetic field along current flowing wire, current flowing circuit. So here today I taken the magnetic field on the axis of current flowing loop, and this magnetic field will be calculated using Biot-Savart law. PS lines are written here, but it is Biot-Savart law. See, this content having so many reasoning. See, in this topic, this one is a current flowing wire. See carefully. This one is a current flowing wire, current flowing loop, you can say, current flowing coil, you can say, current flowing loop. And this loop having direction of current here anti-clockwise, maybe the clockwise, but I taken anti-clockwise direction of the current in the loop. O is the center of loop. See carefully. O is the center of loop, and small a is the radius of this loop. Maybe this side. The radius of this loop is small a, and my topic is to find the magnetic field on the axis of this loop. So this is the center, and this line is called the axis. This line is called the axis of loop, and in this axis there is a point, this point, maybe the P point. At this P point magnetic field is required. This is our aim. When current is flowing in this loop, a magnetic field produced around it, and on the axis at P point magnetic field is need to calculate. Okay, so हमारा जो एम्बिशन है कि करंट फ्लोइंग लूप के कारण से P पॉइंट पे क्या मैग्नेटिक फील्ड प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है, और इसको पहले हम लोग समझते हैं कि इसमें जो डायग्राम है, कंपोनेंट्स हैं, उनको कैसे हमने लिखा है. सी, सबसे पहले तो हमने P पॉइंट डिसाइड किया, P पॉइंट पे मैग्नेटिक फील्ड निकालना है. फिर ये डिसाइड करना है कि ये करंट फ्लोइंग लूप है, तो इसमें कौन सा स्मॉल सेगमेंट है. जैसे यहाँ पे हमने इसको स्मॉल सेगमेंट लिया, और ये स्मॉल सेगमेंट से हमने बताया कि जैसे यहाँ तक मिला दिया, और इसके बाद यहाँ से यहाँ हमने मिला दिया है, और इसके बाद ये जो है मैग्नेटिक फील्ड डीवी इधर लग रहा है, अपोजिट साइड में इधर ले लिया, इसके कारण से मैग्नेटिक फील्ड डीवी इधर लग रहा है. अब यहाँ पे एंगल देखिए, इसकी एंगल समझना बहुत जरूरी है. This line is the tangent of the circular loop, so this will be 90 degree, and magnetic field will be always perpendicular to this. See, if we can change some topic, for example here, let this is a x, this but notation is no problem, you can take any one notation, because notation self-made. See what happens, this angle is 90 degree, and this angle is making here phi. Okay, phi. Since we know very well, first to decide the direction of magnetic field. Direction of magnetic field can be calculated by right hand curl rule. Very clear? This is right hand, and if the current is flowing along the fingers, see carefully, if the current is flowing along the fingers, then magnetic field produced by along the thumb, या magnetic field produced by the thumb. See, in both ways it is used. If current is flowing along the thumb, magnetic field will be along the fingers. If current is flowing along the fingers, magnetic field represented by this. So here, if we are taking like that, see, if we are taking like that, the current is flowing anti-clockwise in the loop, current is flowing anti-clockwise in the loop, then magnetic field will be like that. See carefully, magnetic field will be like that. Inside, magnetic field will be inside. So here the direction of dB will be inside. So what notations be used here? Cross. Magnetic field inside the magnetic field, like this one. This situation will be. See, this is the loop and this is the direction of magnetic field. So this situation will be here. Now, since both will be perpendicular, so that's why if this angle is phi, this remaining angle will be 90 minus phi. And since this is 90 minus phi, so dV can be resolved in two components. 90 minus phi cos component, 90 minus phi sin component. But mathematically sin 90 minus phi equal to cos phi. Mathematically cos 90 pi is equal to sin phi. Therefore now see this is because of this component, and now we are taking if this component, then what happens? Again the same symmetry obtained, and both components means dV cos phi here and dV cos phi here, they are acting opposite to each other and they will cancel the effect. And which will be in the resultant? This component dV cos 90 minus phi means dV. Here we can write the resultant component will be dV sin phi will be in the resultant. This component only will give the resultant, but this is because of one component. So total magnetic field will be the integration of dV sin phi. Since this is because of the dl, this is because of this length and this is because of this length. So if we are taking another point, then opposite to this one, if we are taking this one opposite to this one, so total magnetic field will be integration dV sin phi, or you can say the summation. So this is the main reason. But geometrically once again I will explain you how this happened. See, I have one model. See, this is one model. See carefully. This red color ring is the current flowing loop. This is current flowing loop. The main concept is here. The diagram on the board is drawn in 2 dimensions, and we are understanding the concept 3 dimension. So that's why I taken this small diagram for you. I made this one to explain the things. This red color ring, that is the circular loop, current flowing loop, and this one is the center O. See here, this one is the center O, and this small one is the radius A. Clear? And this point is P. See, very clear. This point is P. This point is P. And now this is the radius. This is the distance from center to the point P. Let you make it R. And from here you make a tangent. This is a tangent, and this tangent is perpendicular to the radius. Here actually in the board written theta equal to 90, this is not clear. You can say that this is maybe the 45, maybe the 60, maybe the 55, but actually this is a 3D diagram. You are looking in 2D, so that's why you are confusing.